round. What round is it? I've missed
9, I think.
Not round 9, we think.
As we skipped round 8 Silverstone, because this would have been round 10.
Okay, so on to round 9 of Torpedo League.
Oh shoot.
What?
I have no in-game sounds.
Alright,
Alright, it's here now, it's here.
I know, yeah, I've had that.
It's
before.
just where you have to, yeah, it's a dumb glitch.
Yes, welcome to Torpedo League F1. Round 9 in Monza. I am back from my driving days. Those days are gone until next season, hopefully. Yeah, I'm back as your commentator to finish off this season.
National anthem?
Yes, now it is time for the national anthem
Of Italy.
Italy.
Oh, contact! Sorry.
That was the Italian national anthem, and yes, was that turn 1 you saw the contact?
Yes, Tim and Fairs. Tim really backed everyone up and then wanted to get the slipstream, but then was too fast and sort of tried to go round the outside on both of their laps.
That is intriguing. To look at that after the race, Kyle I think spun as well down at the second chicane.
Oh, smile.
Ferrari. Owen, F2 driver and ex-commentator from F1. Owen Bradwell down there in the Ferrari as a reserve driver today.
Hopefully Red Bull can get some points with Why Always Pits, aka
yes,
Thomas.
He's on a new wheel. New wheel, this could be their time. Thomas scored, what was it, 30 something points last season
James
with a wheel.
with fastest lap, 19.6.
I'm looking forward to seeing Thomas back in that front of the midfield battle. I reckon it will be up there with Miguel, Liano, Branny, those sorts of drivers. That's where we're expecting him.
He was up there in Canada before he had his unfortunate accident with Sin. As that's a Ferrari going slowly. Oh, it's Branny's round. Branny's round.
And let's go see Branny. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Click spam, and that is Branny.
Has he lost
slowly,
any
yes.
wing? Yes, he has. He's lost half his wing plus.
Owen Owen does not have damage there. I believe that is on a flying lap that he has had a spin at Ascari.
Yeah, he will abandon that lap.
So drivers on the mediums are Branny and Thomas. So
Thomas just went back into the pits. He was on that lap as Tom goes fastest in the racing point, as Still Amazing goes straight on at turn 1.
It's not the line you want to be taking. Owen currently last with a 154.4. I mean, that'd be a
But he
strong
did
lap
have his
around
spin
Spa.
at Ascari.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a very good lap at Spa. Well, no, it wouldn't actually, would it? It wouldn't be a good lap at Spa.
No.
Spa, you get 40s.
Stop comparing circuits. It doesn't work.
I know, but I'm just saying, like that lap would be that at that circuit sort of thing.
As Fairs goes 9,000ths quicker than Tom.
Very close. We've got a good front battle this season. Next season we could have a great title fight.
What are you saying? You're going to be in it?
No, I'm saying Tom, Fairs. They're both quick enough to fight for the title. Tim as well.
A Smile on his outlap going through the Lesmos. As Scott comes through Parabolica to place his racing point P15.
Not a great lap, but still it's solid.
What does it Matige League mean?
No idea.
Because Alabmal's put in the chat Matige League. Sorry, can't speak.
Yeah, he was the driver that we kicked out because he was incredibly dirty in Monaco. I'll go put it in Google Translate. I'm imagining it's not good, to be honest. I'm not expecting it to be.
I'm on it now. He's Italian, isn't it?
I think it's Dutch. It should just put it in. It'll auto figure itself out.
What was it? Matige.
Who's consulting us? Let's look at last season quickly. And yeah, Thomas scored 35 points with a wheel last season.
Mediocre league, apparently.
Oh. To be fair, that's not as bad as I was expecting.
Cheers for. Oh, it was Thomas's round and in the barriers.
Oh, Thomas.
After the second Lesmo. He doesn't look like he has damage.
Slowing down to go say hello. I think he does have damage to his wing. He went in pretty
And
hard.
that was
yes,
still amazing. No, Forever Sin round after a Scary.
Forever Sin, sorry. Forever Sin has spun. I've got into the habit now. After a couple of races and not being a commentator, I've got in the habit of saying their actual names.
Anyone else on a lap right now? There's a Haas going slowly. It's just 14 on his outlap. As Owen and Thomas
wheel to wheel
battling it out. Not what you want to see there.
These guys, good friends, so having a laugh they are.
Both come into the pits. Oh, Thomas.
Oh, Thomas. He's gone for the move.
Oh, cheeky from Thomas there.
Oh,
Thomas really needs to get a lap in. He really does.
Especially on his new wheel.
As we watch James go out on his outlap. About to come through Parabolica as we're going to ride on board with his outlap. As we listen to the beautiful Mercedes engine.
I've got to listen to it on my
He just set a purple last sector on his outlap. Yep.
Meet James, the quickest driver in existence. I'm joking. He's very quick though.
On controller as well, which is very, very surprising.
The one thing about being the...
As there is a lot of traffic. Look how much traffic James has ahead of him.
Is.
As he goes to 10th quickest. Buller's in the way.
Buller could get a penalty here for blocking. He doesn't get out of the way. But it's Buller on a lap. As Buller's blocking a lot.
Is he on a lap?
He's on an outlap. Buller is blocking a... This is... massive blocking here from Buller. What is he doing?
As James kind of cuts across his nose to show him who's boss there.
Yeah. I'm sure Buller will be getting a penalty for that.
I mean,
that's
2 tenths down now.
It's like Monza 2019, this is.
Ooh, Tom. On the gravel. As there's a yellow flag, sector 3, that is Jarno, I think.
Or
getting ready to start his lap.
It is Jarno, you're correct, I am wrong.
That's Thomas on an outlap on mediums.
James stays third. He got blocked so much on that lap.
Jackson, I can't see comments, so you might have to...
I'll do it for you. Wait, have you got the screen where it comes up where you've got the comments on the right?
No. Okay, I've got them now. Ik ben op kaartje, ik bestel die. I think it's the Italian national anthem.
No, that is definitely not. For any Ivan, if
Ferrari
anyone
going
in the comments
slowly.
who's watching this, Ivan, you can have everyone, it's up to you. Anyone in the, who's watching this race, would they like to translate what Olav Moll is saying?
It sounds Italian because it says Balenciaga in it.
Nah, it's the ick. That sounds. I think that's Dutch. And then Outje. That seems very Dutch.
As we watch, why always Pip start his lap very quick earlier in practice races. Kyle comes right out of the pits in front of him. The two co-commentators just tell Tim 3/10 quicker.
Whoa, that's a good lap.
I think James can still beat that if he doesn't get blocked. It's like Canada for you in F2.
Yeah. Still just letting some cars
As we're up to
here.
10 viewers.
Yeah, we get. Yeah, it's definitely not Italian, Ivan.
No.
But Ivan, if you could put that into Google Translate, like helping us out a lot. And if you then put it back in English,
That would be very helpful.
I won't give you a chat ban if it turns out to be a terrible thing. I'll give him the chat ban.
As Thomas invalidates. Going through a Scary.
Olav Moll.
Oh, he is on softs.
Quickly, for those that are wondering, Olav Moll was an F2 driver who caused many incidents in Monaco, who reportedly due to a broken controller. But the incidents he was causing, if he had a broken controller, he should not have been racing at all. But yeah, some of them you can't put down to a broken controller, or if your controller's that broken, you shouldn't even think about racing. So he was.
We know he ruined your sprint race, Jackson.
And not mine, not just mine, loads of people.
Oh yeah, he ruined
my clips
mine.
Weren't just about me.
I got into
a lot of my
P4
clips-
after the start, and he sent it down the inside and made me lose half my wing. I'd laugh
No,
if
I'm
he's still
looking at it to
watching.
Google Translate.
Do you want me to
I do
spell it out for
copy it.
you?
Yeah,
As
sure.
Josh
Wait, so let me
retires
get it
from
up
the
there.
session.
This is prime commentary right here, as Josh, as always. He does this, I learned, to put pressure on the people he's in a party with, so that he can watch their laps and commentate on them. So Thomas and Forever Sin should expect commentary on their laps now.
As Smiley's car was on a lap going through sector 2. Do you want me to read it out for you?
Okay, spell it out to me now.
IK space Ben.
Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Op
Op. Yeah.
CARTIER
C-A-R-T. What'd you say?
IER.
I-E-R.
Ick
Ick.
best L.
What'd you
So
say?
EL on the end of best. As Kyle comes
Best.
P9. Die.
Yep.
Champers.
D-I-E.
Yep. As Tom is on that lap.
What is that? What's the next word?
Champas. So CHAMPAS. As Manu on his home GP comes through Parabolica with 4 minutes to go on the session.
Yeah, Google Translate isn't too good. So far, I've got I am on Cartier. I am vesting those champas.
Let's just leave it. If it's something rude, it's something rude.
Yeah. Or if one of the Dutch guys happen to be watching this, and it is rude, let us know and we will give him a chat ban. Because we do have some Dutch viewers. Dutch and Swiss. I wonder who the Swiss guy is.
Do you know?
Yes, I do.
As James still in the pit. As Manu improves by a 10th in the first sector. It just gets out the way. Will Bogdan give him a bit of a tow? As now slipstreaming the Toro Rosso of Bogdan. Overtakes him.
Did you want to know who the Swiss guy is?
If you want to tell me, sure, but As that's a Ferrari. Colpo round. Lost half his wing. After the second Lesmo, his teammate Owen overtakes him. After getting a bit of slipstream, where does Manu come? He pits. As James is now on an outlap. At Steel Amazing's round after... How do you spin there?
I really don't know. Thomas, currently still last. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. You can keep an eye on the leaders. I'm gonna keep an eye on Thomas here. I really hope he can hear me. I know he doesn't listen to it, but I'm fairly sure Forever Sin does.
Oh, I've got the dumb glitch again. There we go. 5-place group penalty for Steel Amazing.
That's
what
good,
happened
they are
with
near each other on
Robert?
track. What is Thomas going to be able to do here? It's quite a big lift. Oh, that's very lifting for Ascari.
He wants to probably put in a bit of a banker lap.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We watched James give Fairs a slipstream on the back straight. It's now the two
Looks like a fairly
Mercedes.
solid lap. No, it's not, or is it? No, it's a bad lap. It is only going to put him... That was an invalidated lap. So, I don't know
Is
why
he going to
set
get
that.
a lap in?
I mean, he's pushing this lap. Has he got the ERS to do it?
Now James into turn 1. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names. As that's Godzilla, is it? Going slowly.
Or as in the pronunciation of Godzilla, or the fact
I
it's
mean,
Godzilla?
like corner name. Sorry.
Ah, corner names. I don't know all of them.
As James,
I think
2 tenths
Sheffield
up on
is the
Tim.
Filio. I'll look up a track map and then you can figure them out off me. I'm fairly sure second chicane is the Retifilio.
Goes through the first
First
Lesmo
chicane is the Retiraposta.
and the second
I'm
Lesmo.
butchering this.
Now comes down the really long straight that is not really a straight. It's quite bent in the middle of it. Into Ascari. Now 4 tenths up. Not purple, I don't think.
Thomas is running some traffic at the moment.
As
And
James
now
now comes through onto Parabolica, the long bend. He's gonna get a bit of a tow from Kyle, I think that is, or it's
Thomas
just.
goes 9th.
That's a great lap from the Red Bull driver. As James goes P2, not
P2,
fast enough
Tim's...
to overtake Tim. As Tom is on an outlap. Will he make it? He has 8 seconds left.
That could be a timing glitch. So let's look at the checkered flag. Oh, he's gone straight on.
Retiring on track. What's happening at the first
It's
chicane as
deliberate.
Cole pose round Ascari?
As
Godzilla disqualified.
wrong way. As I know that there is a certain driver right now who knows what Tom going deliberately straight on at Parabolica means.
What does it mean?
Well, that was unless that was lag, so he needs to prove it was lag by sending in his onboard of it. Otherwise, to me, that looked like an obvious deliberate crash.
Oh, and as
Therefore,
Owen's been hit over the line by Colpo, was that?
with
Yes, it
Colpo, his
was.
teammate.
Oh, Owen. We'll only put him behind. Oh, Yano comes through. As Tim goes even faster. Yeah, what happened with Tom?
He went straight on a Parabolica deliberately, took himself out, which is a race ban. So, for the next race, I believe he will be banned.
Unless his wheel disconnected.
Yeah, that is possible. I'll quickly save my footage of it, so because I can see the telemetry. Because if his throttle stayed flat, that isn't his wheel, and you'd brake anyway. So he would lift off everything.
As
if
Thomas
it was
P8.
Outstanding there.
He's gonna be happy with that.
Indeed he is.
Branny can't improve. As we wait for Kyle, who's going very slowly, and Forever Sin, who's going even slower. As Kyle and Scott are doing a Kyle.
Can you not, please?
What?
I'm talking to them, deliberately going slowly. Just don't.
Come on, Scott. Top shot.
Oh, Carl, don't pit. Don't pit. That takes even longer. That broke apart a lot.
Guys, come on. This isn't professional.
It's boring. That's what it is.
As Scott has pit as well.
Yeah, do you think Red Bull are going to get points?
From Thomas's performance in a practice race earlier, I think he can. As Forever Sim was out of fuel.
Fair enough. We're still cross the line, but...
But they still pit, too.
Yeah. It's fine.
No, it's fine, don't worry.
Opinions on Tom deliberately crashing. Should he get a race ban for that? That is the rule.
So we now wait for Forever Sim, as he is now over the line. As we look on the race director at the incidents, a lot of invalidations.
Robert is going to be in 15th.
Robert with 5 place grid penalty and Steel Amazing. And Tom. Oh no, that's an invalidated lap time, don't worry.
Thomas is only a second off pole position. That there is an outstanding lap by him.
Yeah, I don't see why Godzilla got disqualified. I think he was reversing after he crashed, but... As I will be keeping tabs on the Liverpool match. As it has started. Yeah. Liverpool could win the league right now.
Fair enough.
If Man City lose tomorrow, I think. Oh no, that was yesterday, so they can't win it today. They're playing Crystal Palace. As we get another comment. Edward Thomas. Was that Eddie? Godzilla?
That is Godzilla.
I have been robbed. And Alavmos put in huge drop.
Okay, anyone that knows Dutch, please translate. So that, or just don't have to tell us what it is, just tell us if he needs the chat ban for that. No, I'm fairly sure I know which one's no Dutch fluently, so.
Says Godzilla was forced to stay out of the track to not hit someone. That is why he got disqualified.
As we are now on the grid, there is a formation. Okay, the lights were coming on now on my screen for a bit.
As the grid order for the Italian Grand Prix is Tim, James, Fairs, Tom, Manu, Colpo, Jarno, Thomas, who has stayed on the grid. After an incredible qualifying performance, followed by Kyle, Branny, it's just Bogdan, Dammers, Josh, Robert Dornbos, Foreverson, Godzilla, and Owen Bradwell and Steel Amazing.
So, full grid today. Will all 20 drivers finish the race?
As Owen is doing a Kyle.
Oh no.
Cheers, Owen.
He was actually the person that suggested that we bring in a rule to stop that.
Oh, and what a surprise! Look at the Renaults. We should make some new rules in Season 3 that you should stay in your position and actually stay with the pack. As the Renaults have now gone in the lead again. As Robert is slowing down. He's stopped. I think he's waiting for the Mercedes. As I think he may be returning to his position. Do you want to say it's lights out, or do you want me to?
Can I do it? I haven't done it for a few races.
You can do it. It's all good. I did it the last 2, so... Look how many people got disqualified from the grid.
I mean, it's a lobby. It's what you expect, really. Look at how far Tim was ahead. It's just, yeah, we might have to put a rule in. Just maybe give them...
Though to be fair, Tim and Robert were going fast.
Yeah, Tim and Robert always deliberately go way too fast. We need to bring in a rule in on that.
As Steel Amazing has his mic on. As Owen is still at Ascari. Oh, Owen.
Could today be the day that we get our 50th subscriber?
As it's Buller saying, can people not get around a formation lap? I could be your 50th subscriber if you want.
Do you not subscribe?
Well, I have multiple accounts. No, I'm subscribed on that account. Let's see, am I subscribed on this account?
We're still waiting for Iron Grab now. These leaders will not be happy with this.
As 50 subscribers, Torpedo League hits.
I wanna see it.
Way.
Yes, we have now hit 50.
Kyle hit me on the formation lap on purpose.
I heard about that.
Who's Torpedo League? Who's in the Torpedo League YouTube and said apparently not? As now we watch.
Getting ready.
Oop, I need to turn telemetry on. There we go.
So do I. As these lights are correct. 4 lights.
So we line up 5 lights.
It's lights out and away we go. Will Tim get the start he needs?
It looks like he has, as there's battling down in the midfield as Kyle has jumped on us on the start.
James has taken the lead. As they're going to be they're battling into turn 1. Will there be carnage behind? There usually is.
Yes, there is. That's Colpo round.
It's Tom.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Why we picked up into P7? Josh in P5.
Oh my, what a start from Josh.
Did he jump?
9 places. Robert getting 9 places as well. As that's Colpo and Kyle.
As Owen.
Massive amounts of places. Owen. What has happened to him? He's down at the back of safety car.
Buller.
Safety car.
No, it's a... Jeez, what happened there? Oh
safety
my...
Car. Well, let's take a moment to relax.
Let's check if Josh jump started. I will check on the stream because... Let's see how many positions he got.
He gained 9. So did Robert.
Same with Robert.
Well, that was
a bad start for Tom.
I feel bad for Owen. He was up into 11th at one point, I saw. I guess he must have been hit after that.
No, there was no jump starters.
Josh. Start of the season, maybe? Unless he caused the crash. Although he has no wing damage. I mean, if he caused that and gained 9 positions, then maybe not start of the season. But he hasn't got any wing damage. Let's have a look who does have wing damage. Robert's good. Helm's good.
Ooh, is there someone fares there?
Granny's good.
No, there isn't.
It's just as good. Yano.
As Manu, Josh just overtook Manu.
Okay. Dammers looks to have wing damage. And does.
Yes,
Dammers
he does.
has wing damage. Let's have a look.
Bogdan with a 5 second. He's done a Jackson.
I'm
sorry.
Fair enough. Looks like Owen has had contact.
Yeah, Bogdan with a lot of wing damage. Kyle with not much.
Check Instagram, see if anyone's complaining yet.
No, they are not, unless it's in banter chat. Because I will have a look as well. As Tom Coronel has a 5 second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. As there is a lot of messages.
Apparently Josh is lagging a hell of a lot.
They can't just tell people to leave because...
Oh, he is lagging quite a bit. We can't tell him to leave, but it's up to him. Josh is lagging a lot.
Good point so far for Red Bull. As it's Justin Yano's hot positions.
He's lagged ahead of Manu and he's back behind again. Yeah, we might have to do something about Josh. So Josh, if you can hear this, this would be the second race in a row you'd have to do it, but just a heads up, you are lagging a lot. And you are now like ahead of Manu.
Well, he is in P5.
It's up to him.
Wow, look at that lag. We can't kick him. Sorry, I need to turn my light on. Sorry if there's a bunch of squeaking.
Oh, Josh, what do you do? I think he's pitting. He's pitting to retire.
Oh, no. Up 10 positions.
And he's retired. You can't help but feel bad for him. Josh doesn't deserve that. It's like his internet isn't his fault, and he gained 9 positions on that start, and it hurts. It hurts.
Especially for Red Bull.
Well, Thomas is now up into P6, so they lose 10 points and they'll gain 2. Not really consolation, but
anything happening. Nope.
Robert has now gained 10 places. Yeah. That is a shame for Josh. Hopefully he can come back stronger. Or at least his internet can.
As James is going to be hoping to get Tim. As Josh's AI is still going around the track.
Yeah, it's stopped now, I believe. It's retired. It's just some pit lanes aren't long enough for him to retire. China has the same issue and he's left the session.
I feel terrible.
Josh. But yeah, so do I.
After having probably the best start of the season.
As Owen almost just, I was there field backing up slightly.
Safety car in this lap.
In this lap. Tim, so that's got to let you know the top 10 for the restart. Tim in first, James second, Fairs third, Manu in fourth, Robert in fifth, Thomas in sixth.
As Thomas with a penalty.
Oh no.
But also Bugden.
Red Bull.
For colliding with his teammate.
Red Bull just don't have luck. Well, he can serve that in his pit stop, so he's all good. It's Branny. Okay, it's
as Thomas and Tom.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the front because there's lots of the midfield, as always, under a safety car is a mess. So I'm gonna watch the front runners. As
Tim really backing everyone up. Look at that. Can you see from Tim's perspective right now?
Yeah.
Oh, and is that a Haas? Off on the grass.
That is Dammers. And that is Buller. And that is Owen. So many penalties.
As Tim is still not going.
Dammers.
I'm gonna watch.
He doesn't have to go until the start-finish line. Like this, the drivers just need to be careful. He doesn't have to go, and he's not accelerating. He's not decelerating. And now
he goes. Gone. He has gone.
It is green, green, green.
James watching on board with him right now as his Dammers got into the pits.
James,
Buller
close enough.
Close to still amazing.
Wheel for third.
It's Fairs and Manu.
Off.
Is that a racing point of Tom has spun?
It's Tom. He's off.
Oh, there's more contact between Buller and Still Amazing and Colpo. As there's side-by-side action between Smart's Kyle and Tom. Oh, Tom has just rapidly slowed down. I think he had an illegal overtake. As Godzilla and Forever Sin exchanging positions.
As Dam's out the pit lane now. Maybe going for an extreme undercut or a 2-stop perhaps.
What tyres is he on? He's on the mediums.
He's on mediums.
Should have gone on hards, I think. I don't think mediums would make it. As we now watch James hunt down Tim. As it's very close between Steel Amazing and Colpo, but Steel Amazing sits behind.
James, he's going for it. James is going for the lead around the outside of Parabolica. Can he do it? On the brakes.
He's going to brake earlier, let Tim, and get a much better exit.
As last season,
and
it was
he's
a Renault
got it.
versus the Mercedes for the win.
He has got it.
Last season it was
surely he's
Renault
through. Fair the fastest lap.
It was Fairs versus
Could Fairs get in on this battle?
Fairs was leading a lot of last year's race until he made a mistake at Ascari and dropped
down
the
Fairs!
order.
Fairs alongside!
Takes the lead.
As Manu takes the opportunity.
Tim down
as Thomas has pulled a good gap to Branny as there's contact at the back. That's Tom Coronel and Buller. Tom is in the wars today, and now that's Colpo, is it, on the grass? As Owen is looking to make a move on Steel Amazing.
This race is too good, there's too much happening.
As he doesn't go for a move, it's Steel Amazing. Ooh.
Locks up, he keeps it on track, that's Tom off again. Oh no, it isn't, it is Buller off again, sorry. Buller is off and has dropped down to the back. Look at these leaders all within a second. The top 6 have all got less than a second gaps between them. Thomas, could we see
pulling
a surprise,
away from
a surprise
Branny.
result here? Thomas is in a solid P6 right now and he is pulling away from Branny.
Though Branny is on the medium tyres.
Last season, James won this race, but he had to fight a Renault for it. But in the end, the Renault made the mistake and lost it.
It's Justin Yarno exchanging positions.
And it's just as taken the position.
As I think is James takes the fastest lap of the GP. Is there any close battles? Owen and Tom are very close. But closer are the two Ferraris going side by side.
Wheel to wheel for 8th place.
As Owen has
Yarno
damage.
got the place.
Owen has damage.
And is dropping down the order.
As
he lets his
Colpo
teammate
outbreaks him and gets through. Wow, this has been action-packed.
Fair's having a look at Manu than he was.
As Tom, whoa, Branny's round, Branny is round. Thomas up into P5 after his contact with Robert.
It's Robert.
I did see Robert jump a bit.
He's almost taken out. It's just there, I think. It's just went around the outside of him. And Thomas now up to P5.
Did he come back under the circuit like an idiot? But Yarno is going to be chasing down Thomas.
He's got a 2.3 second gap. Thomas is looking solid at this stage. Imagine that. Oh, Thomas does have wing damage though. Assume from contact behind the safety car. Will he change that wing?
Oh, it's yellow's flag, sector 3, and that's Bogdan out of the session. As we go on board with Branny.
Virtual safety car.
As we watch Branny, what happened there with Bogdan? It was on the exit of Ascari, he's gone straight on.
Looks like he's just gone straight on. That is an unusual crash.
Damn, is very
Tim pits under safety car. Tim pits under virtual safety car.
Will Medium's last 20 laps.
What's he putting on? He's putting on hards. Yeah, he can take those 20 laps.
How fast will the pit stop be? It's a good one, as Yarno also hopes to get an undercut on
Owen up into P12.
Colpo with a penalty for a collision with Steel Amazing.
Uh-oh. Owen up into points. Owen up into 10th place.
I am very excited for next season in F1.
Oh.
This race has been incredible so far.
I hope commentating on these guys.
As there is a goal for Liverpool. Sorry.
Ooh.
Trent Alexander-Arnold with a goal. Sorry if you're a Crystal Palace fan. As we are back underway, Fair's close to Manu as he's going to have DRS.
Yeah, I think this battle is now. I think it is now a battle of strategy. It's like Abu Dhabi all over again.
Can James go fast enough on his worn mediums to be able to pull out a gap enough to keep Tim behind after his fantastic pit stop? As Tom is close to Yarno now. As Kyle has got past Forever Sin, as Forever Sin's off at Ascari.
Oh, will he lose the place to Owen? Owen could have a go now into Parabolica. He'll already be passed. Owen is on the hard, and you have to leave. He has already pitted.
As Buller has retired.
Buller retires. Buller's crashed. Ascari. Both Toro Rossos at Ascari.
As we watch Colpo come
Let's have
through.
a look.
Let's
he's just
see
he's
where
sideways in the barrier. He's lost it, I think. He's lost it on the traction and just gone into the barriers. Yeah.
As Robert has got past this just. Wow, could this race get any more exciting? Virtual safety car again.
Could there be a chance for those that didn't pit on the first one? It's too late for the top guys though, to be fair, so I don't think it is going to affect much. Is Thomas wrong in the position he's in at the moment? Should he have pitted on that under that first virtual safety car? Let me check, has Owen pitted? Let me check this quickly. Owen has pitted, so has Kyle. Owen's in a genuine P9.
Plus pit stops for it's just Robert, Thomas. Owen could get into a net P3 right now.
What?
If all the people in front of him pit.
What's the gap? What's the leader gap?
It
right.
is.
He's 18.9 seconds behind.
Imagine this, Owen returning to Torpedo League.
I mean, points would be enough.
To get a podium. I don't think he's going to keep podium.
Nah, if he gets up there, no
As
offense,
we are
I
green,
don't think he's got the pace to
Robert with a penalty.
But if he's able to get up into P3, points are definitely possible. But does he change his...
Is 21 seconds enough?
I don't think so. But at least
he's pit, James is in.
Now it's time to watch Tim.
As there's a slow...
Owen versus Scott.
As that is Steel Amazing who has retired on track.
Manu, wheel to wheel with Fairs for the now lead of the race. Fairs takes the lead. Will
Will
Manu
Manu get a better
Thomas
exit?
on the P3. What is this? I believe
As we now watch, Tim has come out miles ahead.
Oh my. James. As that is battle for the lead. Manu versus Fairs. Manu gonna go around the outside. Can he hold it off? No, he can't. Fairs, good defensive work there as Thomas still up in P3.
As Owen, can Owen hold up Tim?
Oh, I can't wipe the smile off my face.
James is very close to Branny as he's made a move. Through the left-hander. No, right-hander. Yep, right-hander, that's it.
That's now into the... I'm going to look up the corner names, so I'll butcher the pronunciations anyway, but I might as well give it a go.
As it's just in P5 right now. As Kyle is in the net P1.
Really? Oh my.
If you look at his gap to the leader, it's only 10 seconds as he is on hard.
Think about it, Tim is the person that... Tim is 6 seconds behind. Tim is the actual leader of the race. And he is 6 seconds behind.
As Manu... Fez is in.
I can't wipe the smile off my face.
As Thomas is also in. Will Thomas change his wing?
Let's have a look here.
He will not. He's got a 5-second time penalty.
At least the penalty is out of the way.
Now Tim has to hunt down Kyle. Will Godzilla's tyres make it? No, because he hasn't pit.
I now know the corner names. Okay, so I'll do them as we go. Okay, so we go to our leader. It has battle. Freversin versus Dammers down the main straight. Battling for position
Will
here.
Dammers outbrake him as we get another comment? Let me check that. As Dammers locks up.
Good move there by Freversin, but
must
can he hold
have been
it off?
hit every lap in that. No point trying if people can't race properly.
Who was that
As
from?
Dammers down the inside of Freversin.
As
I've got a horrible camera angle.
Who are you watching?
I was watching Freversin and Dammers, but I had the one from their shoulder.
Oh, I didn't have that one luckily. Tim he's now going to gain 4.8 seconds now on Kyle, the net race
as they
leader.
pit.
Will they pit? And Manu does not pit. Let's do a lap with Manu. As long as you're okay, you need to go on board with him. As now we go into the Retifilio.
Yep, you can do the corner names and everything.
He's saving his ERS. You think he'll be pushing at this stage?
As Owen up into a net P5 currently.
As now through Curva Grande.
As James is a second behind him.
Now into the Della Rosia. Oh, he's struggling.
He goes a bit wide. As now Thomas is in P11. Thomas P11.
And he's on the back of Colpo.
I'm going to quickly check that.
I'll keep you updated on...
oh, and that's James and Owen. Owen not really putting up much of a fight.
I do not blame him. As now,
into Ascari. The corner I know. And then the Parabolica at the end. Is Parabolica a hairpin or not? It's like a really long stretched out hairpin. As Thomas and Tom battling.
I wouldn't say it's a hairpin. A hairpin has to be a really tight angled 180 degree corner. As Manu
pits.
Surely Godzilla is as well. Kyle will take the lead of the race. I believe
Tim
this is Kyle's
catching.
first. This is Kyle's first chance at a win since what was it? Russia season 1.
Godzilla stays out.
Kyle won the first 2 races of Torpedo League.
As Manu has a penalty. James has to catch. Let's see how much. 3.5 seconds. It is doable. As there's battling, Branny and Fairs. But Branny doesn't put up much of a fight, as now they are close to Owen. As Thomas with another penalty. As Fairs goes down the inside of Owen, sets a purple middle first sector.
Owen,
as he makes the move.
Losing places, but from what I'm seeing, he's not. I mean, he did go in the gravel then, but he isn't.
He's not slow.
Yeah. He's
as
only
James
slow
has
because he's
caught
got
a
wing
10th.
damage and hard tyres. Considering his situation, he's doing very well.
Is that Thomas with no wing? Oh no, he does have a wing. It's just was very dark.
Don't scare me like that. Oh, we're totally biased, but Red Bull don't have points, so it's fine. So I believe Tom...
And we want a face reveal.
Oh yeah, good point, yeah. As Owen's sliding, and he's kept it. Oh, as he nearly lost it there, and that's Branny passed.
Oh,
As
there's
he
contact
contact
with Manu.
That's a mistake there by Owen. He's going to lose himself 2 places. And oh no, he doesn't. He defends Manu.
As he still hasn't barely any downforce.
Yeah, Owen's doing very well with that broken wing. As now he drops down to 8th place.
As he's squeezing Manu. Branny moves across to give Manu a slipstream, but he's going to be boxed in. Nope, they box it. Are Branny and Manu in a party? Because
I believe so.
They look like a bit of teamwork there.
Hard. Well, I mean, he's now just let
Tim has got
Manu
past
through.
Kyle.
And Branny's lost the place to Owen. Branny has lost the place to Owen. Thomas looks like he's getting stuck. As Thomas did not change his wing, so. But to me, I hate it, but it looks like Thomas is stuck in these midfield battles. He's stuck behind those that pitted before him. The only drivers in front that haven't pitted.
It is because he has Tom behind him, and Tom is very fast. It's forever sim with a penalty, as Branny has now got past Owen through the first Lesmo. But Owen will have slipstream and DRS, but he hasn't optimised his exit with his dodgy front wing. As James now catching Kyle was, we missed it, but
yeah.
Tim got past Kyle.
Kyle looking set
but the gap is a bit smaller, I think. Can
those mediums go to the ends? That is the question.
They must be. Surely James and Tim can't mess up the stretch.
Well, Tim went to the parts.
As Tim with the fastest lap of the GP, can James beat it? No, he cannot. Tim is flying right now. As we watch further down the field, Tom, and Colpo all very close together.
James is on the back of Kyle, expect a move coming up very soon. I'll keep you updated.
As I don't think Tom is close enough. He is not.
James is not close enough to Kyle either.
As we now watch on board with Kyle through the chicane, which I don't know the name of and don't want to butcher it. As Manu with a penalty.
Which one's that? Which
the second one.
The second. That is the Della Rogia.
Della Rogia. As James surely will make him.
Branny's made a mistake. Owen's around the outside with a bit of contact there. Branny's made a mistake there.
James gets past. As Thomas and Tom gets past Colpo as well. Did Colpo make a mistake? But Thomas, with a decent exit, looking to overtake Tom.
Tom is slightly better on his ERS at the moment, so I don't think Tom's going to be able to make the move for a few corners. Oh,
he's gone wide. As Colpo's going to get the position now, surely into Parabolica. As he pulls to the inside. As there's yellow sector 3, that is forever sin round at Ascari again.
Nah, that's not what you want to see.
As Thomas now with a run on Colpo. It's good fighting between the Red Bull and Ferrari in front of the Tavosi. As Branny has made another mistake.
And has lost out to Robert. Now it's going to be Robert versus Owen. Now these two have history. Robert and these two do not get along. Both of them don't like each other.
Will he send one? He will not. He will stay behind. Oh, he's hit him.
At the back of Owen. As Tom and Branny wheel to wheel, and Tom gets the place. Branny is struggling a lot. Branny doesn't have damage. Colpo's now gone around the outside of Branny. Branny is
as really Thomas will be hoping to get in this action now. Kyle with a 3-second time penalty.
All these guys have DRS on.
Yellow sector 3. That is.
I think that's a glitched yellow.
Oh no, Kyle goes slow and Fairs gets past him.
Ah, okay. I saw it
as now
near, Manu, but okay.
This midfield battle for the last 2 points is really like heating up right now.
Looking at where Thomas was running at the start, the fact that he's now in P12 is...
As now he is going to try and make a move on Branny. It looks like he's surely close enough.
Yeah.
Moves to the inside. Branny breaks late.
It's a McLaren. It's Godzilla.
It's Godzilla.
Godzilla's spun.
As Robert and Tom and Colpo, as Owen's round at the first corner.
What's happened there? Owen now has pushed Jarno off. Don't think that was deliberate there. But we'll have to look at that after the race. What has happened here?
As Colpo and Tom.
They are battling hard here.
As Yellow's in sector 1, is that Forever Sin again?
That is
it is.
And Forever Spin.
Always
now
spinning.
solidly leading this race.
Oh, Colpo!
In the championship.
I'm sorry. I had a bit of a voice crack there. Just a big bit of oversteer.
It's not what he needs. Branny somehow still in the points here. Tom is not quite able to get past at this stage of the race. His wing damage is hurting him a lot.
As now James has got past Godzilla as Godzilla is into the pits. For the soft tyres, probably.
As all nearly contact between Colpo and Tom. That may be reviewed after the race. That looked like there may have been, as Bullers left the session. Looks like there was very nearly contact, perhaps, as Kyle up in P4. Kyle has got...
As Colpo now.
Kyle has gone straight on at turn 1 and lets Manu through. Colpo up into P7. Tom almost goes into the back of him. With Branny and Thomas wheel to wheel. Thomas trying to get the move done. Branny trying to hold it around the outside. He's struggling.
As Olaf Mole with another comment. As Owen is into the pits. No new front wing.
It's a shame for Owen. It is, truly. Thomas currently in the pit, in the points playing
as
position.
Now Godzilla, actually, Godzilla's strategy might work against Thomas and Branny here. As Thomas surely going for a move. He is in the points right now.
Doesn't want to throw that one away.
What were you saying about Canada? As Branny goes straight on at Ascari, will he come back on to affect his teammate? He will not. How hyped were you? As Jarno close to the back of Branny now, how excited were you when you saw Thomas in P8 on the last corner of Canada? As Branny's gone straight on at Parabolica.
And Jarno's through. Branny's really struggling. What is going on here?
Sorry, I keep interrupting. He has pit.
Godzilla is making his way up the order. He's on soft tyres now. As we have, it's Forever Spin.
Forever
and
Spin
Owen,
and Owen. Oh, do you think there was something?
I don't know. The gap looks a bit too big for there to be contact there.
Oh,
Tim leading by 8 seconds.
I've had some news, and something has happened on the safety car restart. The leader bolts, then slows, then bolts again, and no wonder half of them got penalties.
I'll go and have a look at the clip. We could have a penalty for that. I would say that's at least what? If you're doing that, that's got to be 10 seconds.
If it's a 10 second, yeah.
I'll have a look at that
As
clip
Tom
now,
close to the back of Colpo. I'll commentate while you do that. Is there any more action throughout the field? No, this is the closest battle as he goes a bit wide along with Godzilla at Ascari. As yellow flag sector 2, that's Forever Spin. Has spun again. As Owen's in the pit again. Has he got a new wing this time? He has. As
it does
Tom
appear it does appear that that is what happened.
Tom is close to the back of Colpo. He goes down the inside. Makes the move stick into...
Which corner's that?
First one.
Right. That is the Retifilio.
Retifilio, that's it. Yeah, see, I got it right.
James is slowly catching Tim.
Is
Update
he?
there for you.
Will his tyres reach the end? Will Kyle reach the end? As he goes wide after the first Lesmo.
Tom and Colpo still battling out.
And Godzilla is joining in the fun, as he is within a second now. Can Thomas catches? There's another yellow flag. It's forever sin. Surely you must retire now. Owen Bradwell. A penalty for multiple warnings. As it looks like Forever Sin's going onto the medium tyres and a new wing. As Branny is now a lap behind. As Thomas is dropping off of this battle, his wing damage is hurting. As now Colpo and Tom swapping positions once again. Will Tom fight back? He will. He goes down the inside. It's a late move. He gets a 3-second time penalty for it. It's good clean racing, but will Godzilla now pretty much pushing Tom through. As now Tom and Godzilla switch positions. Tom down to P9.
It's so hard to tell whether he bolts or not, because the view goes to a different angle.
We'll watch James. Ask James to send his view in, okay? Because that will give us the best view. Oh, and as Godzilla pushes Colpo through the corner. As now Godzilla and Colpo side by side down the long back straight. Also ahead of them, Owen and Forever Sin battling. As Godzilla makes the move. As Yano's catching Thomas quite quickly.
Oh, crash!
Who is that?
Owen. It's Owen spinning in the barriers. That was a massive crash there for Owen. Just be careful rejoining the track here.
What were you saying?
Do you think this sounds like bolting and then stopping again? Tim accelerates to over 100 miles per hour, just over, so about up to 110. And then decelerates back. It goes from 60 to about 110, then back down to 60, then slowly and safely, I'd say, decelerates then down to 40.
Well, if he keeps switching between 60 and 110, that's bolting and stopping, bolting and stopping.
He doesn't do it twice, he does it once. Yeah.
We'll have to see clips after the race, as now Colpo
I've got
and
telemetry. I'm looking at telemetry again. Okay, I'll tell you what he goes from to what he then...
As he has more yellow, sector 2, who is that?
Okay, he goes from 60 to 110. Is that bolting then stopping?
Back to 60.
And then back down to 60.
Yeah, that's bolting and stopping. That's bolting and stopping. He's decreased his speed by half after everybody thinks that he's gone.
I'm gonna look up something real quick. Carrying on commentating.
Godzilla and Colpo, as Godzilla goes very wide. As now Tom is back onto the tail of Colpo. Round the outside, almost in Parabolica, as he's gone a bit wide. Gets a nice bite in onto the apex. Colpo lagging a bit on my screen. As now Tom engages DRS. As he goes to the inside, can Colpo... Will Godzilla make a move as well? He goes down the inside of Colpo there, almost 3 wide, there's contact! And Colpo has lost a bit of an end plate, it looks. As this is allowing Thomas to catch up.
Will Yano catch Thomas? Colpo now.
Side by side now.
As that's a car from the background. And it is
Tom has completely cut the chicane. 3-second oh, that's for Owen. As surely Tom has to slow down. Look how much time he's just gained.
We'll have to have a look at that.
He's just completely cut the chicane. As Thomas is now within a second. But so is Yano.
He did not get a penalty.
Oh, is Colpo moving under braking? Yellow flag, sector 2. I think that deserves a penalty though, surely, for corner cutting. Do we give corner cutting penalties or not?
Yeah, we will give a penalty.
Because he has gained 2 seconds from that. As there's a yellow flag, sector 3. It's Forever Sin. As the battle of the leaders hasn't really been much, as James is just... Though James could still win this race as Godzilla and Colpo swap around again. I feel like we're spending the whole race watching this battle. As Jarno and Thomas, very close. Thomas will do all he can to protect this 1 point. The first point for Red Bull with 4 races to go. Well, 3 races after this one. As I have a horrible camera angle there. But will Jarno make a move into the first Lesmo? No, he will not. As Jarno surely will get him here. Into a Scar, we get another comment. As Jarno now pushing him through. As he has got through, Jarno is through into P10. As Freverson's rears keep locking. That's why he's spinning so much. Turn ABS on. That's what I would do. As Thomas is now falling off Jarno. Could the dream be dead? For a point, it says yellow flag sector 2, is it for Everson? It is. As Owen now catching. Has Owen lost half his wing? Yes, he has. No, Owen has no wing. Jackson, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm just... I'm nearly done with the penalty. I'm making sure to focus on it because it's a big thing.
Owen has no wing. Sure, you might want to know that.
Downforce won't be helped by that, I think it's fair to say.
As Thomas is 5/10 off Jarno now.
Somehow he's racing Scott at the moment, which I'm not quite sure of. Oh my, why is he racing Scott? This is shambles driving from
No, to be fair, they're probably having a bit of fun now, because look how far behind they are from everyone.
Oh, he's just taken out Scott. Owen has just taken out Scott.
Oh.
If Scott reports that, that is... I'm sorry, but Owen just brake checked Scott. That's going to be a 10-second penalty.
As there's another goal for Liverpool.
Who scored this time?
Mohamed Salah. As yellow flag sector 2, that is for Everson again. I mean, they're 5 laps down. Lavmole, you say Owen's the dirtiest driver you've ever seen. Did you see your race in Monaco? You're probably worse than him, as it says yellows. Is that for Everson still? Yes, it is. Letting through Tim to get lapped for... Oh no, that's... I've got the tyre thing up. As we look at position change, I think Robert's probably going to be... Robert will probably be crowned... Oh, I got 2 comments at once then.
Charlie? You there? Okay, I'll take over for a little bit there. James is dropping back rapidly at the moment as there is a yellow flag on the circuit. I don't quite know where that is. It is in sector 3. Don't see anyone, and that is... It is a Ferrari. It is the Ferrari of Owen, which is lifting off down the main straight. Well, apparently they're going flat out. I think they're waiting for Freverson. What are these two doing? They're just, what? This isn't acceptable. I know you guys probably can't see this because I don't know what Charlie has left you on the viewpoint of. But both Scott and Owen, this isn't a bit of fun league. Like, if you want to have a bit of fun with no front wings, you go into your own lobby and you do that. This is not in the middle of a race. So if either of you are listening, stop that, or, because at this stage you're both getting penalties. Because this is supposed to be a proper league race. And I know your race has been ruined. If your race has been ruined, pull into the pits, retire the car, go into another lobby, and then you can mess about like that. But there are other drivers in this race trying to race. And I know that you're ghosting, but it'll still be a distraction to the other drivers. As yellow flag sectors 2 and 3. That is Thomas with a penalty. Thomas outside the points. Don't believe this. He qualified P8, he was running P3, and he's P11. As we are now on the last lap of the race, I don't know what Charlie has left you looking at. I'm slightly invited. Oh, that's not a bit weird. Let me have a look. Sorry, guys. If your controller is broken on that mode, you shouldn't have been racing. It's fine, Scott. Don't worry. Just it doesn't seem right to be messing about in a proper league race. Yellow flags in sector 1. Don't know what has caused that. No cars are going slowly in sector 1. As Tim wins the race for Renault, James comes across the line in second place. Third is gonna be Fairs. Yes, crossing the line there. Third, full Fairs. A podium, make it a Mercedes 2-3, solid result for the team. Manu is going to come across the line in fourth. Robert coming around parabolic now, getting ready to finish the race. As across the line comes Robert, take fifth. Corpo drops massively down the order, so does Godzilla, as Tom gets P6, Yano P7, Kyle P8, Corpo P9, Godzilla P10, Thomas P11 outside of the points for Red Bull. Again, it's just in 12th. Branny after a tough race in 13th. Damas the reserve in 14th. Currently taking his time around the lap. Showing off what he wants to do. And Freversin, a lap down, is going to come back across the line now. As now we're just waiting for Damas to cross the line. Who's just treating us to a lap here, I believe. And he spun. To be fair, he could actually have a puncture the amount of laps he spent on those medium tyres, and I think he has. It's his rear left. Damas does in fact have a rear left puncture, that is why he's going so slowly. Oh, there's the Mercedes coming through there. As we now watch Damas try and nurse this punctured car to the finish line. Oh, and he's crashed. Those tyres are too old there, Damas. Wait, well at least his rear left is definitely. Oh, and he's gone again. He's going to be lucky to finish this race. Can't be beaten because Freversin has across the finish line and finished the race a lap down. As nursing the car across the line. Let's go on board here. In first gear, 38 miles per hour. He's even out of fuel, I think, at this stage. And that is Damas to come final car across the line. Tim, there, your race winner. With James and Fairs behind him. Sorry, I'm trying to think what penalty to give Tim. It's tough. I'm gonna do it. So, congratulations. Oh, this is. I don't want to do this, but congratulations to. Oh, okay, I'm doing it. It's the right thing to do. Congratulations to James on the race win. Tim will be given a 10-second time penalty for accelerating up to 110 miles per hour before dropping back down to 55. on the safety car restart, thus causing the field to back up into each other and causing multiple people to take damage and get penalties. Tim will drop down into second place. Fairs just 1.2 seconds too far back to get that second. So James wins the race. Tim second. Fairs gets third. Don't want to make penalties decisions like that, but especially after a good race. So, it was lap 3, Clint. So, congratulations to James, your race winner. Hopefully Charlie, I'll be able to hear Charlie soon. Don't know where he's gone.
Hello?
You're back.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. No!
How long?
I've been saying loads of stuff. I don't know, probably since... I don't know, it must have slid down. Anyway, I was saying, my driver of the day is Rob Dornbos.
Fair, yes, good decision.
P15 to P5, great drive.
You would have heard my penalty decision.
Yes, I did.
I looked at the rules. I couldn't find what the actual penalty for it is. However, it's causing many cars to have damage and to get 5-second time penalties, which for me is, I mean, the amount of drivers he gave minor damage to, that adds up to major damage. So, using the guy, I mean, it's a 10-second penalty. In real life, that's the sort of thing it would be. Maybe even more for that sort of thing.
Anyway.
Because that's incredibly dangerous. And hopefully from now on, people won't be doing that.
It's coincidental how, last 2 races that has happened.
What, the race winner?
No, in F2, with the safety car.
Oh yeah, F2 had the same issue. But that there was an internet issue, which caused the driver to go at the leading car, accelerate, and then they their game disconnected. Into AI mode. Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you everyone for watching.
That will end up the Torpedo League Season 2 Round 9 Italy. Thank you everyone for watching. And goodbye.